everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Texans are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Browns, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the spin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
They'll try and run again with blue. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll run with Crowell. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive, but I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland's plays even with people, not from behind, he'll get more carries, more touches, and his yardage will go up.
Kessler looks to throw on 2nd down. A screen complete to Crowell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
This is the running back, Blue. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go! 1, 9.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They run with Blue. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3. But it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
I know every down's important, but you know as well as I do, partner, third down is key for both offenses and defenses, and Cleveland's got to get better on third down on D.
And what they did right there, you're right, they need more of. They were tied for 30th in the NFL in sacks last year, but a big one there brings up a punting situation. This is taken at the 10. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Green, the tight end, in motion. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. Kessler now on first down. And it's a sack. Down goes Kessler. J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here we go. Green, Leopard. Over.
On second down, Kessler. And a catch made by Kenny Brent. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Throwing is Kessler on third down. It's complete to Brett. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And some room to roam now. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriots. Here we go now. Here we go now. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Gone. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Kessler. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. On second down, here's Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Green, the tight end, in motion. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got room. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Second down, Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Third down, Kessler. Screenplay, Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll give Crowell another crack. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by an Isaiah Crowell touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some space here. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third down, Watson. And he finds his man, Griffin. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On first down, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Finding Green complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down, here's Kessler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun snap, Kessler. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first and 10, it's Kessler. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Kessler throwing on second down. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw, Kessler. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Kessler now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. First and 10, here's Kessler. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And now it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Here's Crowell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Now they'll send the tight end in motion left. First and goal, defense with it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by an Isaiah Crowell touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Here's Watson now on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And some room to maneuver. There goes Duke Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability. as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well...
Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense, a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Detroit! Back that Philly, here we go!
Kessler will try again on second down. Going deep for Kenny Britt. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Green, 39! Gone! No, check, Patriot! Back that Philly, here we go! Detroit! Back that Philly, here we go! No, check, Patriot! Back that Philly, here we go!
Looking to throw on first is Kessler. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Green, 39! Detroit!
Now Kessler on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing is Kessler. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And, you know...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To throw on second is Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Let's go! Brand 38!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that one will be accepted. Here's Blue. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alfred Blue, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
With that mistake, they only need one. yard.
And that could make all the difference, right? When you're talking about goal line play where inches count, move it up 1 entire yard, that could make all the difference for the guys trying to get the points.
So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with blue. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Getting set to go here, Isaiah Crowell in the offense. Trot back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Kessler looks to throw on second down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, Kessler flushed out right. And he's got some spin. And I think the ball's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football game?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. He's making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On the carry, this is Blue. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Here we go. Man 38.
On second down, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. White, 90.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught by Jackson. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Watson now going to run the option right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
But on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They keep it with Crowell on first. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. Third down here.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Spinning away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Again, it's Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Kessler to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Gone! 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Crowell's going to try and run for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go!
Watson on first down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. To throw is Watson. To throw on second down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
This is taken at about the 14. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they're not running it. Kessler wants to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. From the gun, it's Kessler. And caught right side, Green. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a first down throw, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Watson, caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on third down. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds. Now showing on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.